Okay, now we're going to get started actually carving this thing. I've put these little panels up. I have a machine that sucks in the sawdust, which is handy dandy. And I've put in my chunky tip to remove lots of wood at once. It might get kind of loud. I don't know exactly, so we'll find out together and I'll adjust later. So first I'm going to turn on, well, I'll start with this. So my carver, you can change directions, whether it's like which direction the mechanism spins, depending on, you know, how that affects how you're using it. But I'm just going to leave it on the settings it has right now, going forward, and turn power on. I always keep the power off until I'm actually using it, and if I go to set it down, then always turn the power, because adjusts how quick it is and everything. Turn it all the way down and turn it off, even if it's only for a few minutes. And I've got this little holder here, so I can stash it out of there. Anyway, so it's on. We're going to start cranking this up. I don't think that's too loud. And so you just lay this against where you want to take it out and carve it back. I'm going to put my safety glasses on because sawdust in the eyes is no fun. And start by taking the hard edges down. And you can go with rotation or against rotation of the tip. Going with rotation, it kind of takes a little less wood. It's a little smoother. Because you're going the same direction that it's rolling, and going against it, you're gonna like dig out a lot more. So right now I'm kind of going against rotation and just pulling towards the main clip. So taking kind of smallish pieces. I work very methodical, little bits at a time, and then there are certain times where it's going to get more at once. Alright, I am going to go ahead and turn my sawdust collector on because it's getting pretty intense. That's probably going to be kind of loud, so be prepared to mute the video or turn it way down, and I won't talk much. I'll kind of wave at the screen and when I turn it off and start talking again, I guess. Alright, so I did forget to draw my center line down the bottom of the body. So I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick. And so now that I've got the kind of corners pulled off for the main part, not touching the tail, because the tail is still pretty sharp and clean, and we'll deal with that later. So just the body. And after I get this center line in here, what I'm going to start doing is kind of rounding it out instead of like just cutting the edges down. I'm going to start using this center line, which is very rough, but it's close enough for what I'm doing, to be advising the curve. So this is going to be like my highest point, and I don't want any flat edges as much as possible, because birds generally don't have flat edges. So I'm going to turn everything back on and start doing that. Again, I'm going to stay away from the head for now, mostly rounding out the body and kind of smoothing these, rounding them up a bit. I don't know if you noticed, but as I'm bringing this on this thicker part, I can't get as good of a contact with the wood because of this handle here. So I'm just gonna pull this bit out a little bit, not a whole lot, but just a bit. So there's the whole length of it. I'll probably go about there, instead of having it all the way in. That way it just gives me a little bit more reach to get to that spot without hitting this or having to go at a weird angle that's gonna maybe gouge things out more than shave it off. So I'll get back to this side and then I'll probably stop the video for now. So we've got a little more round on that side versus this side. So from the front, you can kind of see maybe, but that is the early stages. And we just do that for a while and then get more detailed from there.